Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at when woke people make fools of themselves. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I'm sorry, I really don't like to laugh when people are upset, but it's like, you need the court to tell you that. We've been trying to tell you that. On another note, it's about time England's doing something right.
The UK Supreme Court just said what everyone's been thinking. Facts over feelings every single time.
Have you ever heard of an ambulatory wheelchair user? This is someone who has use of their legs, but still chooses to use a wheelchair sometimes.
What?
Imagine faking disability for attention and still wondering why no one takes you seriously.
One of my favorite things is when the trash takes itself out. Hi, I'm Roy. I am a fat personal trainer.
Hi, I'm Garrett, and I'm a blind driving instructor.
How are you giving fitness advice when you're still losing the fight with your own fridge?
Is America a good country?
It's okay. I wouldn't say good. I feel like it's still like a lot more like change that needs to happen.
What do you think is a country that America can learn from?
Asia. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Asia is a country now? Seriously, what are they teaching these people?
Oh no, the American flag, a flag that represents a country where I can be as gay as I want to be, and I can get married and have children or adopt children, and I can dress how I want to dress and wear my hair how I want to wear my hair, and I can be as flaming as I want to be. I'm gonna lay in the rain and drown in my oppression. I hope my neighbors weren't watching that.
They hate America so much, but never seem to pack their bags. You wonder why.
Are men stronger than women?
How are we quantifying strength? Hold on.
Physically stronger.
Well, how do you quantify?
Explosive power. Grip strength is like one of the best ways to quantify.
One thought that I've been having is, how can we quantify strength and, in what situations? Because I remember you brought up somebody had brought up the situation with the roommates and who would I want to defend me? I would want the strongest person to defend me.
Yeah,
okay.
Here's maybe a good way you can quantify it. When you're walking around in your daily life, who do you see lift up more heavy stuff? Men or women? Usually. Who's lifting up the heavier stuff?
Does that include heavy people?
It includes everything. Everything that could ever be in existence. Who's picking up the heavier stuff? Who's carrying the couches? Who's loading the trucks? Who's who's doing all that stuff?
Actually, my response to that is both, because my stepdad will usually be one of the ones moving stuff, and then he will recruit my younger sister, who is super heavy in the gym and all that, over another.
Is your stepdad stronger than your sister?
I don't know. They're about equal. She probably works out more than him, but he's a police officer, so
That's also the argument, though.
For the last time, this isn't an opinion, it's just science. Men are stronger. End of discussion.
If you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fatphobic.
Wanting abs doesn't mean I hate fat people, it just means I hate being one. If that's how your marriage is starting, then all I can do is just pray for your safety, my man.
Between these two choices, who would you say is more likely to be supportive of the LGBTQ community?
Oh, this dude.
Okay, why would you say that?
Because he's a brown person and he's not for Trump.
Do you think the fact that he's part of Hamas would stop him from supporting that community?
Not at all. Probably number one.
Number one?
Palestinians.
Why would you say that?
Because Trump supporters are typically anti-LGBT.
Do you think, somebody that's a member of Hamas, would they support the LGBTQ community?
I'm not sure. I'd say
Number one? Okay, what makes you say that?
they just look kinder.
Kinder? Do you think that, somebody that's, say, a member of Hamas would be supportive of the gay community? Yeah? What do you think?
Yeah. Maybe him.
Number one?
He looks a little friendlier.
They'll defend literal criminals before they defend someone who voted differently to them. Make it make sense.
I actually have really horrible news to share.
And what would that be?
Women don't need men to make babies.
That's going to come as a great shock to a great many people. And just imagine the surprise in the scientific community.
We just need a fridge.
At this time, I would like to point out that it's actually a very, very cold freezer, not a fridge. And just where exactly do they think they're going to get the material to put in it? Where's that coming from, I wonder?
Every single day is reproduce, meaning one man could impregnate 30 women in 1 month.
Wait a minute, I thought they didn't need men. Oh well, I guess those silly little facts got in the way of that fantasy.
You see what I'm saying here?
So far what I'm seeing is that they're saying they know absolutely nothing about genetics, let alone biology.
So with a few industrial fridges and with a few gay men, women would be solid. Solid, okay?
I would like to point out that gay men are still men. Therefore, their entire argument falls apart, because they do actually need men.
Keep playing strong and independent until you need a donor, a doctor, and a test tube.
The truth is, y'all hating on me because I live rent-free and I can afford the luxuries that y'all dream about for me and my kids. I'm going to continue to buy my luxury bags while the government pay my rent. I'm going to continue to go on trips and do the things that me and my kids love to do while y'all struggle to pay for a grocery bill and I'm swiping my EBT card.
Ma'am, you're just a parasite feeding off funds that should be going to people that actually deserve it. Have some decency.
You baby, that but fetus isn't.
What species is the fetus?
Human.
Then how is it not?
Because it hasn't been born yet.
Why does that make it human?
Because that's when, like, it's not dependent on the mom and it can be, like, its own thing.
If you have a pacemaker, you're dependent. If you have a ventilator, you're dependent. Babies are in NICU units, neonatal intensive care units, they're dependent. Dependency does not equal its degree of moral worth. And so I need to understand the moral consistency. Here is a baby at 31 weeks that can survive outside of the womb. It has its own brain waves, its own consciousness, its own heartbeat, its own ability to clean its bladder. How is that not a human being? It just happens to be in a mom.
Because it hasn't come out yet. It's still living in the mom. It's still part of the mom.
Right, but it's living. It has a heart. If it's not living, how does it have a heartbeat?
Because a fetus is like a parasite. It lives off the mom.
You think babies are parasites?
Fetuses.
Right, but a fetus literally is just a word for a human being. It's a stage of development.
Before it's born.
Right, but have you ever been to a fetus shower? Why do they call it a baby shower, not a fetus shower?
Well, yes, it's a baby, but it depends on what the mother wants.
Oh, so it is a baby, not a fetus. Got it.
You can dress it up with fancy words, but at the end of the day, it's still ending a life.
Tomorrow, I'm getting permanently sterilized by having my fallopian tubes removed, so I decided to throw a little celebration for that and to celebrate the fact I've made the choice to not have kids. Women tend to only be celebrated when they get engaged, get married, or have a baby, and it's rare to see them celebrated as individuals for their accomplishments outside of the family. So it was really important to me to make sure that I dedicated time and space to celebrate myself and this life-changing decision that I'm making, and I'm so excited about it.
Modern feminism really went from I want rights to I want no reproductive future.
I'm a transgender woman and I am here to be visible. Who are you?
My name is Amber. I'm a feminist rising. How did you know that you were transgender?
I mean, how do you know that you're alive? I mean, some of it is like, obviously there's messages from society that there's a certain message, a certain way of being trans, and then I didn't think that I was that version of trans, and then one day I realized that I am trans because there is a more expansive definition of trans. Once I added it up, it made sense, and I came out exactly 7 years ago.
What is gender affirming care for those who are ignorant watching and don't really know?
Can I say something just to be a little bit...
This is a free speech channel.
I mean, yeah, of course. So Elon Musk getting his hair done is gender affirming care. Anything that makes you feel good with your gender is gender affirming care. Every person who gets a whichever gender they are, if that's what makes them feel good in their gender, it's gender affirming care. It happens to be that the majority of people who get that are not even trans, but people don't think about that. So anybody who needs that should deserve it, and also healthcare should be free for everybody.
Healthcare should be free for everybody?
Yes.
Who's going to pay for that?
Whoever pays for everything else that society pays.
Us, right? The taxpayers.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't even have to know their gender to talk to somebody. I don't know what your gender is, and I'm happy talking to you.
We shouldn't say like sir or ma'am. I heard some other people say we just shouldn't say those.
I mean, I think it's better off without it.
What do you think my gender is?
I don't know. You tell me, what is your gender?
Yeah, I'm a woman.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be part of that. Happy to change into everything.
Yes, happy. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, I appreciate it.
One is about self-esteem. The other's about pretending biology doesn't exist. Don't mix them up.
It's 2025. Just when you thought you've covered every single plus-size influencer on the planet, there tends to be one lingering around spreading more misinformation.
Don't get mad at me when I tell you this, but your before and after will not save you from being fat.
Oh really? So staying overweight will save you? If someone gains the weight back, well, newsflash for you, it's because they stopped doing what works. That's cause and effect.
The rise of Ozempic has made everyone so brazen and bold to talk about weight loss in such a fatphobic way.
No, it's not fatphobic. People are now just saying the truth out loud and you're not used to it.
Or do I care what you do with your body and if you lose or you gain weight? But I think posting about it is damaging for you and for the people who are looking at it.
I have a degree in plus size influencer language. What she meant was I don't care unless it triggers me. Posting the success of your weight loss journey is not damaging. It's just inconvenient for people who gave up.
Many see it as a notable accomplishment.
Because it is an accomplishment. You know what's not? Talking people out of progress just because you couldn't do it yourself.
Maybe one of the reasons that you post this is to inspire other fat people to lose weight. But then that's where you lose me.
Of course it does. Because if other people improve, it takes away the excuse that it's impossible. And you, as a plus size influencer, lose credibility.
You went from being the oppressed to being the oppressor.
Yeah, being in shape is now oppression. This is how far backwards we've gone. Being healthy is not violent. Being delusional is.
Proven by science, not by me, so don't get mad at me. You will gain the weight back in 2 to 5 years.
No, you don't just gain the weight back. It's people who fall back into bad habits that gain it back. This is not science, it's common sense. If you microwave a salad, it won't just turn into a cheeseburger.
I've met a lot of friends who have gotten multiple surgeries and have done things to lose weight. And now they're back to their original weight. Some of them are probably a little bit even bigger than they were before.
Cool, good for you. I know people who kept it off for life.
Losing weight isn't fat-phobic. Staying miserable and blaming others is. Wake up, lady. Apparently modern problems require ancient witchcraft solutions now. I'm sure the car's fine. It's just her mental brakes that failed.
Oh, I gotta fart real bad.
Yeah, because mental health only matters when it's a woman's.
Made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms.
You don't know what the deal is with bathrooms, so I'll explain it to you. You need to go in the men's restroom. Because you have a wiener. It doesn't matter that you're dressed like a woman and you want everyone to call you ma'am. You have a wiener. And sooner or later, you're going to walk in the bathroom behind a man's little girl, or behind his teenage daughter, or behind his wife. And he's going to beat out of you. Not because you're transsexual, not because he's transphobic, but because you have... And you don't need a doctorate from an Ivy League school to know that don't belong in women's spaces.
You can call yourself whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you're still just a dude walking into the woman's bathroom.
I stand before you all as a proud Kashmiri trans Muslim woman. I'm disabled, and this state hates that.
Well, why don't you try going there and let them know that your pronouns are fee, fi, fo, fum, and see how that works out?
I'm not sure if this is a protest or just a competition for who can collect the most labels. Sheesh.
What song is it? What song is it?
Ma'am, I don't think you're a fan at this point. You're just an undiagnosed psych patient.
Hi, my name is Piggy. I live in my van. I have bipolar, and this is one of the ways I cope.
Hi, my name is Jules. I'm adopted, and this is how I cope.
I hate to break it to you ladies, but that's not coping. That's just traumatizing squirrels.
I swear I cannot make this up. Greta Thunberg is literally on a sailboat going from Europe to Gaza with her other like liberal, super righteous friends. Like, oh my God, we're such good people. We're like doing God's work. We're so amazing. They're documenting the entire thing. They have a Palestinian flag. Like, you know, at least one of those people is like queer or identifies as something else. Hamas is definitely going to welcome them with like huge open arms because Hamas loves nothing more than, you know, the LGBT community and, you know, women who speak their minds. They love that. So Greta, like, you're going to have a nice, warm welcome from Hamas when you get to Gaza. I'm trying to figure out, like, how dumb can some people be? But you know what? They're not doing it for the poor, innocent people of Palestine. They're doing it because all they want to do is show people how good they are. It's like the people who are like, oh, I just did something really amazing and sweet, so I have to tell the entire world about it. Like, no, like if you're doing charity or whatever, you don't have to announce it. Keep that private, or else it really doesn't mean anything. It's all very performative.
That random act of kindness looked real scripted for someone with a camera crew.
I'm an Episcopal priest. Of course we'll do your gay wedding.
I'm not Christian, but that is heresy.
Preaching pride while ignoring the Bible? I'm afraid you can't pick and choose when it comes to religion.
Hey, Emily, so you just posted this video saying you are disgusted by the woman who just took a flight to space because it's destroying Mother Earth and polluting the planet. This is the video.
Space mission this morning. That's end-time shit. This is beyond parody thing that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
So you really do care about the planet, which is nice. But this is you on a private jet. You on a private jet. One of those ladies, you on a private jet. Very unnecessary, you can take commercial, right? And you are even a member of something called Jet Smarter, where you can just use an app to book your flight. Very nice. But here's the question. It seems like you're not really that worried about the planet, are you?
Talking about people not caring about Mother Nature while you fly on a private jet yourself is just insane.
Él es mi novio.
Sí. ¿Ella es tu amiga?
Ella es mi novio también, tía. También me gustan las niñas. Ellos están casados. Quiero tener una relación con él y con ella.
She seems angry.
Quisiéramos casar.
At this point, her poor aunt is just sat there thinking, how did society get this bad?
Technically here, if I have a miscarriage, I am not going to go to jail.
A miscarriage is not an elected...
Medically, it is your body.
But it has nothing to do with the law.
It is your body.
There is no law that says that a woman can't have a miscarriage.
In Wisconsin, there is not.
In nowhere.
There is.
No, it's not.
They
can't legislate if a woman has a miscarriage.
Talking. There
Okay,
should
mama.
not.
Yeah, you
there
my mama or
should not
something.
ever be
Why
a
are you
law
yelling over me?
because I need to be heard.
Nobody believes there should be a law on miscarriages.
A miscarriage is tragic. An is intentional. Stop pretending they're the same just to win an argument.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
This is so ridiculous. You realize that, right?
No, it's not. Trump. That's
Look,
what I said.
I know, but I hate Trump too, Chad. But you don't see me out here destroying property. It's probably illegal.
You know what? You know what's a crime? To have a Trump dance sign.
Oh my God.
In the main line.
I can't believe you said that. What's wrong with you?
Oh, what is that? Oh my God.
What is that?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's just great. What happened?
Oh my God.
What?
These people.
I have to get to work. Don't tell me you got a flat.
Look what they did.
Oh boy.
So you tried to fight free speech and lost to a piece of plywood? Nice job. We went from building great empires to clapping for grown men in dog costumes doing tricks. Seriously, what happened?
If I touch you.
Go right ahead.
And what are your pronouns?
Alright, cool. Let's do this. Alright, well, before we start, I know you already got an appointment for a haircut, drove all the way to this hair salon. Now you're sitting in the chair, which its entire purpose is for me to touch and cut your hair. But, you know, who knows? Do I have your permission to touch you? No. So what are your pronouns? No? Okay. So, what do we do now?
Next time, he'll need a signed waiver just to use the clippers.
And they done gave the wrong money on my mama. On my mama. I'm gonna show you how to do it.
I can tell just by looking at her that none of that is even lasting one night if she's around.
I have a petition to put tampons in boys' school bathrooms. Is that something you'd be willing to sign?
Yeah.
Perfect. What makes you inclined to sign this?
Because there are people in boys' bathrooms that need tampons.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're handing out products where there's literally no need for them? Seriously? You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like these. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.